Hello and welcome to another landscape photography critique. Today I'm gonna critique 10 images from Dylan. Keep in mind that everything I'm gonna say is just personal opinion, so don't take it too serious. So let's get started with the first image. I do like it. I definitely like the exposure time, the color is very beautiful as well. Maybe a touch too much blue in the sky. I definitely love these rocks right here. They really help to give your eye a leading path into the photo, and I really think they work very well. Without these rocks I think it would be a rather boring image, but with these rocks I think it's a very interesting yet very calm image, so I definitely like it. Let's go on to the next one. So we have a cliff here. Again, very beautiful exposure time, really love it, and also great dynamic in terms of lighting, how it gets so bright right here and kind of gets darker towards the edges. I definitely like that. The foreground, the foreground isn't super spectacular, but I think it's okay. And definitely the composition with the cliff right here works very well. So I do like this picture. I definitely do like the exposure time once again, as well as I do like the color. Let's see what lens you took this with. 17 to 40 millimeters at 17 millimeters. So you were as wide as you can get. I would have said go wider with the lens, but since you can't do that, maybe just go a little bit farther away from the scene so you get a little bit more of this rock in the foreground. That would maybe make the whole picture a bit more interesting, but I still think it's a pretty cool picture. I don't really like the clouds here. I feel like they're almost a bit too dark right here. I don't mind them being dark on the corner and the very top of the image right there, but I feel like if you would have made this part a little less contrasty and a little bit smoother, I think it would work a bit better. However, I definitely do like the lighting. Once again, you have a nice dynamic, very bright here, bright parts in the water right there. You got some lighting over here as well. And I like the texture of the water too. I think it works pretty well for this dramatic black and white image to get a lot of texture in the sea instead of just making it very smooth with a long shutter speed. And also beautiful light rays going on the water right here. Definitely works really well. I think you may have overdone it with the overall contrast or clarity rather a little bit, so you might want to take that back and just see how it looks. So overall I really do like the picture. Just make sure that the horizon is completely straight. It's a little bit crooked but nothing wild. Let's go on to the next one. Now this one I really like. Look at this beautiful composition, this beautiful color. I really like how you deal with exposure times. I think you nail it in every single shot. Let's zoom in here. Look at this detail. Oh my god, beautiful. Really beautiful. I absolutely love the foreground. The foreground is definitely a very big part of the image right here, and I really like that you didn't cut off any of these waterfalls right here. So yeah, definitely a very cool picture. I'm definitely gonna favorite that. Let's go on to the next one. I love the lighting once again, as well as the exposure time. I think the very smooth and very almost mirror reflective surface on the water works really good for this photo. Absolutely beautiful lighting once again, great dynamic, especially on this water right here. It's transitioning from light to kind of medium to dark to very dark, and as well as in these trees, so I definitely really like it. Really like it. The only thing that kind of messes with my brain is this pier right here, because everything goes from left to right, goes from up to down, but this pier goes from right to left. Now, it's a very beautiful pier in itself, but it really nags me because it's like a sharp nail in the picture. It kinda ruins the calm and soft feel a little bit. So I get that you can't choose where the pier looks, but maybe a different foreground or just the water itself would have worked better for this photo. You can still try and panoramic crop this image without the pier. I don't really know how it looks, but I think it's worth a try. And another little thing is that, you know, you managed to get the horizon straight according to this aisle right here, but I think the picture overall would work better if you would straighten the horizon according to this mountain right here. Because I feel like I wouldn't mind if this goes a little bit up, but this going down, I think it would have worked better if that would be straight right here. But again, a very small thing. Let's go on to the next one. Very beautiful shot once here again. Very beautiful color, exposure time perfect once again. The only thing that distracts me is this very bright and overexposed tree right here. It really kind of takes my eye away from this beautiful foreground and drags it to the boring tree in the background. But it's not a big deal, and I definitely like the foreground. This one right here. Now, I really do like the composition here. You really have a lot of lines from this kind of creek going into the lake or sea right here, to the rocks, getting divided by this lake there. And you have this beautiful little house, and I definitely like the composition. Once again, you might have been just a little bit off with your horizon once again, but that's definitely nothing major. But a thing that I don't like is that you have so much sky over here and there's not really any interest in it. There's no color except for blue, there's not any clouds, so I definitely would like to see either clouds or like sun or something like that in the frame. So I'd suggest you to crop it down. But even then, you really don't have a lot of interest in terms of lighting. The light is really just very harsh and kind of contrasty, which I think would work quite well in black and white. Considering how the picture and the lighting is right now, I think I would like black and white better. And yeah, definitely if you can, go back at sunset, or maybe if there's better clouds, I think that could really improve your image to the next level. Let's go on to the next one. Now this is very beautiful. Really beautiful black and white image. Absolutely beautiful clouds, beautiful exposure time, how the waves crash on these rocks and almost make it kind of misty looking here. And you definitely have a lot of contrast in these rocks. Very dark to kind of light. Really beautiful play with light. The only thing that I don't like is this white border. I mean, why? Why would you add a white border to this image? But, you know, if you get rid of this white border, that's definitely a very beautiful image. I'm gonna favorite this one as well. To the next one. Oh, isn't that the bridge on the Isle of Skye? What's it called in the place? Silichicon or something like that? Anyways, I definitely do like the picture. It has a very calm feel that I like. It's not like a super spectacular image, but I think it works really well. I'm really glad that you actually didn't put a big rock in the foreground, because even though in most landscape photos I would like something like that, I feel like that would ruin the calm mood of this photo. You might have a touch too much blue in the sky, but other than that, I definitely do like the dynamic, and the bright parts in the clouds works really well. And the overall composition, beautiful bridge right here. You might want to crop down the sky just a little bit, because again, there's not really much interest in the sky anywhere up there. But that's just me, and it might not work out, but I definitely give it a try. So let's see if you have any other photos, and that was it. And with that said, I'm already done with critiquing the 10 images of Dylan. Again, Dylan, thank you so much for submitting your photos. I really do appreciate it, and you definitely got some really strong pictures there. If you like these landscape photography critiques and you would like to submit your own landscape photos, just click on the exclamation mark in the top right corner of the video, and you'll get to a video where I explain everything on how you can submit your pictures. I want to thank you very much for watching this episode of Landscape Photography Critique. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, And if you would like to see more videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe. Right now I upload one photography video every single day. Anyways, I want to thank you so much for watching, keep taking awesome pictures, have an amazing day.